frog legs.
Our ship's next destination was the port of Xiamen in China. It wasn't so far from our last port in the Philippines, so the voyage took us only 3 days. Our ship is currently here in Xiamen, China, for discharging operations. Xiamen is a city in the province of Fujian, China, just beside the Taiwan Strait. We are scheduled to stay here for about 3 days, and since the weather is quite fine, it's not so cold outside, I guess we're going to have a chance to go on shore leave.
We're going ashore now and we're headed for the mall to do a little bit of shopping, just eat something outside, and just to see whatever is out here.
Our first stop was the nearby mall. Compared to the malls in the Philippines, it had more or less the same setup as the Ayala malls, in the sense that there are parks and playgrounds in the midst of the shopping center.
The other guys have arrived, so now we're headed to the SM city.
Of course, Fujian province being the ancestral home of prominent Filipino-Chinese businessmen like Henry C., we heard there is a branch of SM City Mall here in Xiamen, so naturally, we had to go there just to see for ourselves. The SM City Mall is located on the main island of Xiamen, so we had to go for a bit more of a ride and cross a long bridge just to reach it. And sure enough, the familiar architecture of SM malls came into view.
We arrived here at SM City in Xiamen. It's just going to be like in the Philippines.
Upon entry, we couldn't help but feel as if we were just like in the Philippines, roaming around an SM mall because the layout was very similar, all the way down to the background music.
SM Super Mall.
We've been walking around for a while and some of us skipped lunch, so at this point, we were getting quite hungry. There were a lot of choices to eat at the food court, and there, the difference between malls in the Philippines and China were quite apparent in the menu.
We're here at the food court and we're trying to decide where to eat. So I think we've already chosen one place, which is quite interesting, and the food looks good. We decided to eat here in the buffet. I think it's about $10 each person. interesting is because you just have to choose from the conveyor.
I'm familiar with the term meals on wheels, but meals on conveyor belts? It kind of reminds me of cargo operations.
So right now I'm already cooking my food. Let's try something exotic. Frog legs. Let's try this. Tastes like chicken. So we're done with dinner. Let's just roam around a minute. We're just walking around. These were so full. We just spent about 2.5 hours just eating. So we're just walking it off.
We have walked around the original SM City building so far, so it's time to check out the newer building, the SM Lifestyle Center. It's also filled with shops and a few restaurants, but from what I've noticed, the more expensive stuff are here. Normally, going to the mall for shore leave is not really that exciting for me. But I'd have to tag this as an exception mainly because I wanted to see something familiarly Filipino in a foreign setting. It's probably because I've been away from home for more than 6 months now. So I guess that's just homesickness starting to kick in.
After a whole afternoon of roaming around SM City, it's time to go home.
I have been to China many times over the years, but I'd have to say Xiamen was by far the best Chinese port I have ever visited, despite the fact that we've only had a few hours outside. We loved the food, we loved the scenery. Overall, it was a very enjoyable afternoon.